welcome back to the AP Yagami Show. So today we got some things to talk about. So I'm just gonna start with what I want to start with, and that is Royce Reed. So if you guys know, or some of you don't know, this just came out not too long ago. Royce Reed had to turn herself in, and she was charged with child neglect of a child. Basically, she had to turn herself in because it's really sad because her son, this is not alleged, there is, the affidavit is online. Her son basically told her ex-boyfriend that she was dating for about 2 years. He was making his 6-year-old son at the time touch him, basically jack him off. Mind you, he was like 10 on the affidavit, said he was 10 at the time, and the boy was 6, and he was putting his, in the child's mouth. This behavior, to me, seems like this has happened before. This is something that maybe someone has probably done to him, because you know what they say, if it's done to you, you do it to somebody else, and then it just goes on and on and on. If you think about it, there's also like these pictures of like Royce having like 2 other dudes like in the bed with her son taking pictures and things of that nature. And it's just kind of weird because it's like, girl, you have all these different men around your son. And then on top of that, it's like, and not only that, he did this to a little boy. He did it to a little boy. He didn't do this to a little girl. So that just makes it way more like, what the fuck? So basically she had to turn herself in, and her son is like currently supposedly in like therapy, and she's trying to like do things to get him better. But the sad part about it is, I just feel like, girl, your son is gonna continue to do this shit. Like, and that's sad to say, cause it's like, when you a child, do you really learn from your mistakes? Do you honestly learn from your mistakes when you're a child? Like, how long does it take you to learn from it? Even when it's bad, you still want to do it. And it's the same way when you're an adult. You know it's bad, but you still want to do it. And when you're a child, all you want is the freedom to do what the fuck you want to do, right? So I could just think of it like, whatever because in the affidavit, he basically, the little boy was telling the detective or whoever, he would make him do these things when he was upset. Like tell him that he had to do this to him because he was upset. Like he lost on a game or something. So he had to, he made the boy do that to him, which is so fucked up. And it's like, girl, where the fuck are you? Like, you, and then in the thing she described them as, oh, they act like brothers, at the time, like they act just like brothers, like, it's so sad. And I just wonder how the dad of the family and the mom of the little boy is doing, because I bet the daddy want to kill her and him, because bitch, I would want to kill both of them motherfuckers. I'm gonna be real honest, because like, you ain't finna touch my child and get away with it, and your mama talking about she just want to go to therapy. And then if y'all remember, like on Basketball Wives, her dad was always saying like how she always needed a man, to be around or whatever, and it like really hurt her feelings. Now me watching it, I was probably like 15 maybe, I don't know, probably 14 watching it, so I didn't really understand. But it's like, now it's like, I mean, he had a point, because you have all these different men around your son, and you don't know what these men have done to your son, and he don't really have like an active father, because we all know Dwight Howard, he ain't fucking there. And she don't seem like she have it all together. She seems like she been going through it just trying to be a parent. And I'm not a parent, but I know that shit is not easy, you know? So, I don't know. That's all I want to say about that, because we just gonna pray for them. And yeah. Move on to the next story. We just gonna talk. So Jussie Smollett. He was sentenced 150 days in prison, jail, whatever. When he walked out, he was yelling, "I'm not suicidal," and you know, I don't really want to talk about this, to be honest. I'm glad he got some jail time. I mean, I said 150 days. I don't know. I guess that's enough for him. I don't know. He deserves something, because it's just like, dude, you can't do that shit. You can't do that. You set us back, and now you being sentenced really just makes you look more like a fucking dumbass. You know, it makes you look more stupid now that you gotta go to jail for this shit. And like, y'all, I don't fucking understand. Anyways, he gonna have to deal with the fuck he got to deal with. He just need to watch his back. They probably gonna put him, and it's so crazy. It's like, yeah, he gonna go to jail, but is he really gonna get like the jail experience? I fucking doubt it. They're not gonna put him in what is it called, general public, whatever it is, just with everybody else. So yeah, he'll be all right. So I don't really want to talk too much about Jussie, because he deserved what the fuck he got. You sat up there and did a whole fucking hate crime. You made it up. You made up the hate crime to prove whatever it was that you was trying to prove. Made an ass out yourself. Then you was fucking one of the damn brothers. Like, bitch, I bet it must be good. You got him to do all that for you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So, next, so Chris Brown. I'ma just say this. I really thought the shit was true, because you know how they say, like, you don't want to automatically say she lying. You don't want to just automatically say that the girl lying. But I just said it was true, because you know how you just feel like people ain't that good of a person, like deep down inside, like no matter how much they do to try to like show that they are, or you know, they got good qualities. Everybody got good qualities, but you know, some people just try to lay it all too thick to just try to show that they like this perfect ass person. And if you are that, then you are that. You know, it'll be highlighted not only through you, but with other people. You know, that's just how I feel about that with him. And you know, you could tell he probably going through a lot of stuff. You know, Chris Brown has been through a lot of things. We don't want to just bash him, because not make excuse for him or none of that. But most men that do all the shit like that, and that, you know, we know about or we've heard about in the industry or whatever, they got like their own past or whatever. They're normally like that because they've been through a lot of shit, and they don't really know how to cope with it, and they turn into some sick ass human beings because of that. So, you know, it all starts somewhere. You know, you just don't, you know, just like with Royce's son, it started somewhere. Something has to happen to you to know to do that to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's all. Oh, okay. So the last thing that I want to get into is what just came out not too long ago. RIP Traci Braxton. We're gonna give her a moment of silence. So Traci was 50 years old, and she was battling cancer. Right now, it's not out what type of cancer that she was battling, but she was currently battling cancer for a year, according to TMZ. this is really sad because I like Traci. Traci was like, she was funny. And not only was she funny, she was like their sister. She just wanted people, she just wanted them to hear her. I've always felt like Traci was the sister that was just left out. Like, she felt left out. And she just always wanted to just feel a part of it all, you know? And I just feel like all of them kind of made it hard for her at some point. And they, you know, they fought a lot. Like, they fought with her a whole lot. And that's just the truth. Like, and then the shit with Tamar, it's just, I hope Tamar is okay. You know, I always like Traci. And you know what's so crazy? I was listening to Poor Minds, one of my favorite podcasts, and they was talking about her, but they had ended up leaving her out, and they couldn't think of what her name was. And I was like, these motherfucking bitches. And it was no shade to her at all, because they was like, we gotta get Traci on the show. And she's passed. We didn't even know she was battling cancer. So, I mean, rip Traci. You don't really know what people are actually going through, and her sisters kept it private. You know, you never knew they was going through what they were going through. And that's just how you have to be sometimes, you know. They didn't sell her story for a fucking TV show or no shit. They let her, you know, battle with it. And I know that she only has like one grandson. I wonder how her husband's doing, her son. I know her son uploaded a picture, you know, confirming that, you know, she had passed. And I really hate that for the family, because it's always been them, and then they have a brother. So now it's like, wow, she had to be the first, you know. And I feel like she was the one that was so under or unappreciated out of all of them. And she had to be, you know, the first one to go. And, you know, this whole season that she's been going through is probably taught them a huge lesson. You know, and made them regret a lot of things, you know, with her. But I really hope and pray that she was happy and she was ready. And that is how I'm going to end this episode. Thank you for watching the AP Yagami Show. Like, subscribe, share, do it in your underwears. I don't know. Bye. I hope y'all like this video.